actually tripped that time. The ball driven back by Ablett. Crowd going mad about that. Henry dropped a mark and tried to make it too difficult. Over to Malcolm Blight. Oh, he's done a bit of dodging here, and this might give him a bit of confidence. That's his third kick, and a lovely pass. Over to Melrose, in trouble. Oh, how was that for a nice tackle? But the umpire's giving him the benefit of the doubt. Melrose just about went off the mark, too.
I think he was, Lou.
I think he was, Bobby Skelton, as the ball goes well down towards the full forward zone. Flying high was Payton, couldn't hold the mark. There's Arnold Brightis going there, but Payton's all over the top of him. Finally, it comes down out of Polkinghorne. A hand pass out to Moore. Moore's got plenty of time to get the ball out wide, looking there for Rodney Eade. It beats him, but it's out of bounds on North Melbourne's half forward. Brightis there we see without a shoe. Of course, that won't affect Arnold. He'll still kick him if he can get him. He's having a difficult job against DP a minute ago. Scott got that back to Knights. A hurried kick by Knights, but a high one down there towards the wing position. Well, Henry couldn't mark that one. Finally picked up that time by Manane, and the ball is out of bounds. Smothered well that time by Montgomery. Ball thrown in now from the centre wing position. Scott and Nolan going for it. They both missed that completely, going after his count. Right on his back there is Tuck. They both go down. This gives Dan Ellis a chance to pick it up. A hand pass coming over to Tanner. Tanner boots it wide. Looking there, it's a mark to Burn. He's going to go off like a rocket here and boot the ball up towards the goals. Looking there for Baker. But there we see Payton take an easy mark in defence. They're backing up very well indeed, Hawthorn.
Ian Payton, the ruckman comeback pocket player, hasn't done too much in the ruck today. Fairly safe mark in defence. Looking for Moore, who fits the ball over his head. Ablett. Wallace. The centre line for Hawthorn, Russo and Henshaw. Henshaw gets there first. He's playing well, Ross Henshaw. Very impressed with his game today. Gary Cowton lets it go for Blight. Martello, shocking kick. Manane, if he can pick it up, only ran into Mick Nolan's stomach. That could have been fatal. Lee Matthews, 59 metres out from goal. That's where the line is. Looking for Moncrief. Oh, it's over their heads. It wasn't touched, I don't think, but it won't be a goal anyway. It's a point to Hawthorn, taking them along now to 5 goals. 34 points. North Melbourne 2-3-15. Glendinning will put the ball back into play. Another good kick from this fellow. He kicks in superbly, I must say. Blight's looking for a free kick. Interference there, maybe, but the umpire said no. Picked up by Tanner, who's racing the ball along the boundary line. Now he's lost it. Wallace has got it for Hawthorn. Tried to go for a hand pass to Ablett, but he lost it as well. And it'll be thrown back into play in front of the Hawthorn cheer squad out there on the outer side of the ground. Nolan and Scott. Nolan winning out, a superb palmer of the ball, Mick Nolan, and he has got a free kick. What for, I know not. Nolan, a good long kick too, up towards half forward. Polkinghorne from Boys takes the mark and he's off. Straight away back towards Mick Nolan, who should mark and does. My God, you couldn't pick out a worse player to kick it to, Mick Nolan. You've got to go about 3 yards past him to get it away from his long arms. Blight from behind has the sit. Play on was the call. Tuck for Hawthorn. Can't pick it up. Gets pushed in the back. And the umpire says dropping the ball. Which Lou nods at me and says he was right. Who am I to argue? North Melbourne now go forward once more. Baker from behind. He's got it. He loves the grab from behind. Baker loves to get the run at the ball. And let's watch it again. Here he is coming in from behind, over the top. That's the way he likes him, and he's got it. The only player to play from behind and do it successfully. Baker kicks for goal for North Melbourne and has put it through to his first. So North Melbourne bridging the gap. Phil Baker. North Melbourne score 3-3-21. Hawthorn 5-4-34. The difference 13 points.
7 minutes gone of the second quarter of the 78 grand final. Still not much in it. Hawthorn, there's that goal from that big crane. We've got the Clark crane. Of course, it's through for full points. A great shot, that too. Back to the centre now. It'll be Nolan against Scott again. Let's see what the umpire. They haven't been bouncing the ball too well, Bob, at the moment, have they? Up to this stage?
You get some awkward bounces, particularly when the ground's as hard as it is in the centre today, Lou.
Well, that's a better one. Well, they both clashed there. No one got any bar, but Russo tries to get out the pack, and the umpire's no. Umpire's still calling play on. He's going to play a ball up. So it's back to where we started from. Right at the centre field position. Scott and Nolan again. Knocked out by Nolan. He's got it for the second time. Finally, it's Wallace that gets a hurried kick back towards Henry. He fumbles. This allows Martello to get it, and he boots it well up there, looking for Moncrief at the back. He gets to the front. Glendenny's got the mark. No, he said, I think he's paid the mark to Glendenny, yes. I tipped that.
Pushed him out nice and well.
I think he paid the mark to him, Pete.
Oh, he paid the mark.
So there's Glendenny now in the back pocket, driving the ball around towards that half-back line on the outer side. Tanner and Wallace going for it, punched away by Tanner. Russo gets in the way there, and he's still going after it. He can't pick it up, and the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Hawthorn. And the free kick will go to little Russo down there on that half-forward. And actually he's in between the forward line and wing position. Kick by Russo. Not a great one. Didn't cover much distance. They all missed that one at the back. Now we see Henshaw getting clear. Going for a pass out to Wells. Punched away that time by Eade. Wells goes. Dennis has given Eades a chance. Running into an open goal. Fires it through. Oh, beautiful goal by Rodney Eade. And Tuck congratulating now DP Domenico. There it comes now on the replay. CBC Alves and Eade have a battle, but Alves can't regain his balance that time, and down he goes. Eves nearly went down, but he recovered much quicker than Alves, and of course there he puts it through for a lovely goal, and we see Hawthorn in a very good position. Hawthorn 6 goals, 4, 40 points to North Melbourne, 3 goals, 3 at 21, and we've played 8.5 minutes of this second quarter.
Back into the centre we are. Walter getting up high over the top of Nolan, but he couldn't find anybody. Montgomery for North Melbourne, driving them up towards half forward. DP Domenico always have trouble with his name. That's a good torpedo punt kick too from him. Matthews underneath the ball, over to Henry. Oh, he couldn't take it, fumbled again. That's twice in a row. Martello does it well, spins out, but couldn't get rid of the ball. A chance number 2, he got pushed in the back, clear square in the middle, Martello. But umpire Bill Gunner has decided wisely on a bounce, which will take place on the Hawthorn. Well, it's almost in the Hawthorn forward pocket, really. Umpire, not Darryl Robinson, will bounce the ball, which he does. It's all North Melbourne. Nolan, Scott, can't get rid of the ball. Huppets goes down. Oh, dear, oh dear. Could have been a fatal mistake there, but taken away by Henshaw out towards Eade. And Alves, free kick to Alves, is it? No, he was looking for one. Alves is limping. He's got cramp, I think. Short pass is taken by Tuck, and he marks at left half forward. Is it a hamstring or is it a cramp? We don't know. Bad luck for North Melbourne if he can't come back, but Casson will come on, and the pretty safe replacement too is John Casson into the 10-metre square. There's almost a mark to Scott! Hawthorn skipper has marked 10 metres out from goal. Casson off.
Casson on, Pete.
Did I say Casson off, did I?
But Stan Alves off.
Yes, Alves off and Casson on. I thought that's what I said. My apologies.
I think he's torn a hamstring.
It didn't look good, did it?
It did look that way, didn't it? There he is now, around the boundary.
He'll be very disappointed. Well, Don Scott's on a very acute angle as he shoots for goal. Would not see much daylight between the posts there. Will he try and run round? No. Decides to guide it through and has done it superbly, if you don't mind. 2 goals to Don Scott as Normie Goss goes on for Hawthorn. Let's watch the mark again. It was quite a good one. He juggled it about 4 or 5 times. A la Phil Carman last week. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did Matthews hit it back to him? Well, the umpire played the mark. That was an interesting one on slow motion, wasn't it? Let's see who's coming off for North Melbourne. It's Cassidy just went on, and now Smith is coming on.
And I think Mick Nolan's gone off, Pete.
7-4-46 Hawthorn.
No, Mick's still on there.
North Melbourne 3-3-21.
OK, back to the centre now. Smith on the ground. Bob, can you pick up who else has gone off there? Because we've got...
Casson came off again then, Lou.
Casson, they've taken Casson off, and they...
He went on and off. It was like the yo-yo.
OK, he didn't last long. OK, that was a little bit doubtful, that mark to Scott, I'd say, but still, the results on the board for Hawthorn, that's all that counts as far as Hawthorn's concerned. They're 7-4-46 to North Melbourne 3-3-21, and we've played 12 minutes of this second quarter. The 1978 Grand Final, brought to you live by Channel 7. Oh, no one got the knockout that time. It comes down to Tucky. He actually got it over to Goss. But they were going after it was Montgomery. He was grabbed, didn't have the ball that time, and Montgomery takes the free kick. In between half-back and the wing position, going for a short pass, and it's OK, a mark to Smith. Smith with a left footer over the half-forward line it goes. Oh, look at Knights getting up high that time, and Boy staying down takes a very easy mark. Got up before acceptance that time, Knight. Gone for a hand pass over to Byrne. Byrne's in a bit of trouble if he doesn't get rid of it quickly. Does he? Snaps for goal. Not a bad sort of the kickers are coming around too much, and it's through for 1 point. So they go to 3 goals, 4-22 Hawthorn and North Melbourne to Hawthorn 7-4-46. 12.5 minutes gone of the second quarter. Capacity crowd here today, around about the 110,000, 115,000 mark. Running on Calvin Moore. The fullback for Hawthorn to bring the ball back into play. Out to the members' side it goes. Well, they all missed that pushing and shoving. Going out to now is Rodney in, got an open go. He'll get this well. He's gone for a bit of a pass looking for Matthew, but well intercepted that time by Carlton. And Crazy Horse's Huff. He's off wide out there. Oh, nearly a push in the back to Schimmelbusch. Yes, the umpire's paid that. And he takes the free kick out there on the wing position. There we see Stan Alves going off the ground. It looks as though it could have been a torn hamstring because he stopped very suddenly. The ball driven back over the half-forward line for North Melbourne. There's a go for Boyce. He snapped it off the pack. Beautifully, a shot for goal. I think he might have put it through. Yes, he has. A beautiful goal. And a badly needed one for North Melbourne. A great goal by young Murray Boyce. Oh, that's what they wanted. Here it comes in action again. Watch him take this off the pack. He scouted out beautifully and hooked it in with that left hand. And, of course, a left footer. And it's through for full points. And that makes the score. Hawthorn 7-4-46 to North Melbourne. 4 goals for 28. And a difference of 18 points at the 14-minute mark of the second quarter.
There's the shot from the camera behind the goals. As we're back live. North Melbourne now trying to go forward once more. Tanner's kick is a high one in towards right half forward. Was that a mark or was it not? The umpire called play on. The Wall gets grabbed. We're not in possession of the ball. And he'll take the free kick for Hawthorn. Crowd not happy with that decision. That's the North Melbourne fans I speak of. Ali de Wald. Haven't seen much of him today, actually. Must have done a good job down there, though. Tuck couldn't get the ball out. Nobody can get it out. Montgomery's there for North Melbourne. It's a push in the back. And the recipient of the free kick, Hawthorn centre man Terry Wallace, who goes towards half forward. Schimmelbusch getting underneath the ball and takes the mark. From half back, he's off. Kick slurred a little bit, so to speak. No mark paid there by the umpire. Picked up by Tanner. Tanner's kick up towards the forward line now. Here's a mark to Baker again. Never misses it once he gets his hands on it, this fellow. Like glue. He could win the game for North Melbourne, Baker. Let's see what sort of a kick he can do this time. Could go anywhere. Point. Is it coming around? Did come around, but not enough. Certainly not before it got over the goal line. And so Phil Baker, with already 1 goal to his credit, couldn't add to it. And so North do advance to 4-5-29. Hawthorn 7-4-46. Kelvin Moore's kick towards the outer side of the ground will probably find Schimmelbusch and Does, who is a long way clear of Jeff Ablett. And Schimmelbusch, whose kick will land in the 10-metre square. Baker from behind again, almost got it. That's playing from behind, as we said. Touch clearing kick out towards Henshaw. Boys, I beg your pardon, no mark paid there. Henry took it off his hands. Kick smothered. Ablett knocking the ball clear out towards Henry. That's who he's looking for. I see Huppert's down in the corner of the glasses, but in the meantime, Carlton is picking the ball up. In fact, almost so for North Melbourne, but it beats all players over the line. And we'll see a throw in. Right, and see what happened, Lou, did you?
Well, fans aren't happy about the mark, Peter, but there's no doubt that Henshaw didn't hold the ball.
I'll go along with that. Martello and Nolan, the latter winning out, looking for Schimmelbusch, and he's found him, who drops the ball when tackled. He gave it to Blight. Blight now, the Brownlow medalist, up towards half forward. Scott is underneath the ball, fisted away by Kelvin Moore. The Wald's kick was smothered, and we'll once again see a boundary throw-in to take place.
Well, actually hit Blight right in the face that time. It staggered him a bit, Pete. There he is in the hands of the trainers. By golly, got it right flat bang in the face. Back to it goes there to the half-forward line, and Hawthorn get it around towards the wing position. There's a chance now for Montgomery. Not a very good kick, picked up by Scott, and he dashes away and drives it well down towards that half-forward line. There's Mick Nolan going after a hand pass. Good play by Nolan, but Greg couldn't quite get that one. And the ball is out of bounds. Out towards the Hawthorn half-forward line. It's about 75 metres around from their goal. It'll be Mick Nolan against Martello. Actually, Nolan got it down. Pushed away by Schimmelbusch. Grabbed by Manane. He's right on the edge of the boundary line there. He can't get it out, and he can't get out himself. Finally, it's Schimmelbusch driving the ball away. Easily North Melbourne's best player so far. Back it goes to Moore down there at half-back. They're backing up very well, that defence. A very high kick. Schimmelbusch again. Just about interference. Mick Nolan with a quick hand pass over to Byrne. I'd leave Mick on the ground. I wouldn't take him up. Looking there for Briders. Over it goes to Sutton. It was a Boys, a long shot for goal. And it's through for 1 point. That was Boys having that pot shot for goal.
He's playing well on the half-forward line.
Well, there he is. And I think that, no doubt, as I mentioned before, no doubt that Schimmelbusch is their best player. So it's 4 goals, 6:30 North Melbourne to Hawthorn, 7-4-46. The ball comes out to the half-back line. Caston on the ground now. Scott going after it. In goes Byrne trying to grab Scott. Scott goes down and quickly knocks the ball out deliberately, I'd say. There we see going for the free kick was Caston, but the umpires overruled them both. And there'll be a throw-in from the North Melbourne half-forward line. Scott and Nolan again. Neither got control. Tuck's finding it hard to get clear. Gets a very hurried kick. Tuck hasn't had many kicks up to this stage of the match either. Oh, golly, went between Abbott's legs. Picked up by Matthews. He's got a ton of time to get rid of it. Kick off the side of his boot, actually, that time. Looking for Moncrief. They all get out of gear. Going after it now is Smith. He's got the run of the ball. If he can pick it up, okay, he does. Showing a bit of confidence. Taps it nicely over to Glendinning. And Glendinning drives it out to the wide open space out there on the wing position. It's Ablett in front of Schimmelbusch. He breaks away very nicely. And now he goes for a short pass. He hooked it over nicely over to Matthews. A long hand pass coming out to Polkinghorn. Another long one to Walter. Walter's the distance out from goal. He's trying to get it back to Hendry. Can he mark it? Cowton's in the way and he's got the mark. A good mark for Cowton between fullback and centre halfback for North Melbourne.
Cowton doing a good job on the back line there, Lou.
Well, he's showing a bit of aggression too, and it's over to Malcolm Blight. He must have recovered from that hit in the face from the ball, and a good mark taken here by Rodney Heath. Rodney Heath to take that mark, quickly plays on, boots it up there to the full forward zone. And there's a mark to Greg. North Melbourne starting to settle down a bit at the moment.
Yes, the defence is playing very well down there. Melrose, all the time in the world to go towards the centre wing position. Casson breaking away from DP Domenico up towards half forward. Knight's got a mile on the air with Sutton. Neither of them marked the ball. Here's Tuck. I beg your pardon, Moore. Now there's Tuck. Tuck now with a very high kick out towards the centre wing position. It should be marked by Eade, who takes it on his chest. Now he's gone for a pass looking for Matthews. He's overrun but still takes the ball. A long kick from Matthews, some 60 metres out from goal. Looking for Moncrief, who can't mark the ball. It's Glendinning's mark.
Surprising to see Moncrief starting to play behind. Lou, he took those early marks because he was in front of Glendinning, and now we see him from behind.
Let's watch Glendinning's mark again as he prepares to take the kick. There it was. Out towards the centre wing position. Casson takes the mark for North Melbourne. Over to Melrose, who gets caught and drops the ball like a hot spud. But the umpire says it's his free kick. Melrose from the centre wing position goes to half forward. They all overrun the ball. A chance for DP.